John Shabby on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while.
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Matthew Liberatore.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Stephen Kwan digs in for the... Here's the Guardians lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, he's been swinging it really well over the last few weeks, man. An OPS over 900 last month. Put the team on his back, just carrying these guys. Definitely the guy you want up there right now, especially when you need a big swing of the bat.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against score.
You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here in St. Louis and towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Gavin Williams. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off. And the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Inside, 3-1. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that one hammered. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double. Continues his success here. He's back in it. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. In the dirt. Man at second. Now there's a bullet down the line. Stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. Well struck left field, carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here's Nolan Gorman. 2 on, 1 out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in, fires it to the plate, but it's offline. He will score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. Back here at Busch Stadium, stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to get into the corner. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Man at second. Left field. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. So up next, David Fry. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Hit softly on the...
And a game in a hurry.
That's a ball.
It's not just about power with him. It's about precision. Ball placement isn't just for pitchers anymore.
Yeah, and he's mastered the art of extra bases. It's been pure chaos for outfielders when this dude steps in the box.
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 1 away. The 1-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. Bare hand has to hurry.
Be safe.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. 2-1 now. There goes the runner. Pitch is low.
That's down.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it. Another stolen base for the league leader. Two on, 1 out. Runner on the go. In the air, right field, Kafitz. Moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 2. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar digs in now. The 1-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate.
Well done. Drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
So a man at first. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Up the middle. Takes it to the base for the force out. That's the 3rd out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. And a 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Guardians 1. Back here in St. Louis, here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Steven Kwan.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Got him. 2 out.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Got him swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Guardians lead 1. They're down 5-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That one almost got him. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Man at first, nobody out. Joel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. Into center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Slade Ciccone.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
This one in the air, center field. Schneemann under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Two aboard with 1 out. Victor Scott getting ready to hit. Double play ball to second. There's one. Over to first.
He's good.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Ball to strike. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
2 on, 2 outs. Out there to center. And the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis as we go to the top of the 4th. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And there's one away. The 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And a foul ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that. Hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air, right side. Walker under this one. And there's 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Daniel Schneemann. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-2. That one almost got him. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A solo shot. And they add on. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So 2 down, and up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Way inside, gets out of the way. Hit in the air, center field. Schneemann in position, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We played 4. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Back here at Busch Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Way out front for strike 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Swings through that one. Ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. In for a strike. Good slider. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
That's inside.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Swings through that. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Comebacker to the mound. On to first. And Ramirez is set down. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here in St. Louis, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Here's the catcher, Joel Pozo. Line drive. Misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Sends it to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. The Cards leave one. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Kyle Manzardo. will hit next. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Bo Naylor.
Strike two. That one
Ball
missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Up next for Cleveland.
So runners at the corners. Nobody. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Richard Fitz.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And they're all loaded up. That clips the corner.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Digging in, Daniel Schneemann. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike.
This one's got a chance. Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in. 3 left for the Guardians. They trail it 6-1. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ramon Urias. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. That one way inside. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
On the ground, Ramirez.
Batting on.
Man at second.
There you go.
Swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Down and in, moved his feet. High fly ball, right field. Kafis moving back for this one and makes the grab. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Oh, the throw is wild. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman Alex Burleson.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Walker, and he scores. It's 7-1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well,
And he's out. A down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Well, this game isn't very... Here comes the manager out of the... Hunter Dobbins will take over here. He's been so good against lefties. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Got him. 1 away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 3-2. Fights it off, he'll see another.
I wanted to race the freeze. One point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled it. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Guardians fail. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever. Number 63. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Payoff pitch. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And there's one down. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Mason Wynn now at the plate. Man at second.
Here he
swing. Go. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. That's to third. Throw to first in time. Man on second, 2 down. Liner snagged at first. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Back here in St. Louis, ready to begin the 8th. Kyle Manzarek. Manager out of the dugout now. Ryan Stanek on to pitch here.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while. Coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested. But we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Backhands, but he can't pick it up. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. That one way inside. Swing and a foul out of play. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. It's the Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman, Ramon Laureano.
Swing and a miss. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
So man aboard. Next to hit, Jordan Walker. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out towards right center field. Schneemann on his way over. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. On the ground to the left. Over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Hunter Gaddis.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's ripped. Base hit. And that extends the inning.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Going to count 1 and 2. In the air, right field, Kafis gets under it. That is the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. 9th inning coming up. The Cardinals lead it 8-1. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Number 67 gets the call from the pen. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. In the air, right field. And there's 1 down. David Fry digs in now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. In the air to left center. Nootbaar takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that misses. And that's ball 2. Got him. That's the ball game.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Pasa lo mismo cuando te miro que dices si no veré amanecer. Te digo y luego viene y me vamos a vernos luego. Si no te gusta, te vienes al diablo y lo embobo. Vaya parcerita país y yo costeño coleto.
Back outside, riding my whip and Rodeo Drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo Bank. Stay in your lane down 4 or 5. Big step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Fight till a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my left like evil genius. Jump out the genius, demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on BUSINESS. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on day, I'm not like them. Let me state my case, sprint out the race, no chase, I pace, just came out the gate and he still gon' hate. Say fake till you make me fake, how you know what it take? You ain't been out the space, been out the mix for tryna hit it bad like big cold. See, I spell it out quick, yo, my don't fuck the click, my dog like pit, finna raise no quit, this good as it get, bring the hood to events, still need 10 on the whip, don't run, don't trip by the ain't never pay rent on, been for the bread and it, let's do it, the broad dumb thick and the feet go stupid, like me never too quick, too clever, I pray them streets gon' treat you better, back outside, run my whip and Rodeo Drive, shawty I step like Fredo, man, stay in your lane down 4 or 5, bitch step like 4-5, keep your cool, won't be no fight, I'm fresh like water, no daughter, might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie, on my lap like evil genius, jump out the jeans, it's demon time, I'ma get it laid back like even Steven, don't need a reason to be on down, stand on BUSINESS, yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on day, I'm not like them.
I double my figures and figure the wave, cutting off cats when they think they safe. Save enough, I grew a little rough, but I will not fold, impressing me. So watch my vision, see what I see. T-top cutlass, sitting up decent, taking my meetings in back of the whip. I know how to hustle, I know how to live. Featherweights don't talk like this. You in the way, don't walk my script. Run up 100 and duck for the summer. That's how you leverage and leave with a kid. I'm trying to get me a penthouse, out on the cliff I can sit out. Call up the mama, she en route. See what attention it took now.
I've been waiting for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Like, I'm finna dip. Straight up. I'm just trying to figure out where you at. I told you I was gonna pull up in the next 10 minutes. Hello?
I don't trade no lace, locked in. Better know my face when I walk in. You a fiend for the been a boss then. I bossed up, put them in the.
Mention my name and the flow better. You bet on me, you a go-getter. We out of town, but they know us. Show up, looking like a go up.
Oh up. You know what? It feel like back in the Rover. I told you, ball in your field. If you real, we as tight as your.
Gang outside in the nighttime. Backstage looking like a dope line. We brought the business of gold man. Showtime, shut down your city and show out. We back out.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Boo? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound today, Kyle Leahy. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can get another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Ready to go now. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He's safe on with a bunt single. That's to third. And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Kyle Manzardo will hit next. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Stuck him out. And that is a big first out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Batting 7th, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one. Gabriel Arias. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to the bottom of the first. No score. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Parker Messick. How about a scouting report on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Jones gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Victor Scott. On the ground, Ramirez. Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. Home run number 5 on the season. The Cardinals score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 down. Ramon Urias next up for the Cardinals. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's got a chance. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Line drive, base hit.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't all.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're up by 4. So runner at second, 2 down. Victor Scott, the next to hit. Now he breaks his back. And that's the inning. Second inning set to go. So in now for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. Out towards right center field. 1 up, 1 down. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And a foul ball. Now all even up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time. And up next for Cleveland, C.J. Kayfus. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The 1-2. This to third. Ramirez. Throw to first in time. Ball to strike. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires in time. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. In the air, right field, Kayfus. Moving under this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Redbirds down quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Walker under it. Brings it in. This one in the air, center field. Scott settles underneath it. That's out number 2. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner. Burleson. Up the middle, Schneemann. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 16, Nolan.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Bill. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. Ramon Urias getting ready to hit. That one drilled left field. 2 down. The 1-1. And that one hammered. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, boo. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Manager out of the... They turn things over to the southpaw, Eric Zabrowski.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these bad...
That is the inning. St. Louis tacks on 1 with a homer, and the lead is now 5-0. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time. And that's downstairs. 2-1. On the ground. And that's just foul. Good job to fight that one off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Try to check his swing.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Guardians fail to score. It's 5-0. Bottom of the 4th. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That front door slider is such a depth.
Ow! Ow! You're out!
Gabriel Arias digs in now. Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. To the right side. Slings to first in time.
Up next for Cleveland,
The Redbirds leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Daniel Schneemann now at the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Tim Herrin. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss. To third. A dive. He's got it. Over to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle, Arias throws to first in time.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 16.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Gorman, the next to hit. Ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Gets to it on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 5. It's the Cardinal. Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Steven Kwan.
Misses inside. And it's 2-1. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
The 1-2. Just misses with that one. Ball. Out to short. Win. Fires in time.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman, number 9, Kyle.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Leahy will depart. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. New pitcher for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Guardians lead 1. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ramon Urias.
You know, these Cards, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Jones makes his way towards it, and it clanks off his mitt. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 3-1. To short, could be 2. Arias over to second, relay to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Tim Herrin done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Hunter Gaddis into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. On the ground to third. Play made, that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Here's Brian Rocchio. Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's down. That's a ball.
Line drive, leaping, and he makes the grab.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Hit on the ground to short. Win. Throw to first is in time.
The bat, number 13.
2 outs, base is empty. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. 3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Digging in, Daniel Schneemann. And one fouled off, 2-2.
There's a guy right there that really trusts his hands. I mean, you have to wait a little bit longer with the breaking ball. He did that. And
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take bottom of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Short bunt and
that's ball 4.
Number 63, Jason Moran.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Rudder takes off, called strike 3.
Out on the tag.
Second, tag, and they got him.
Right there trying to avoid that ground ball double play. Send the runner in that situation. Hope that maybe somebody moves out of position and your hitter puts the ball in play and you get a first and third situation. But unfortunately, strikeout, throw out, double play. Good job by the defense.
Ripped to right. And the inning is over. The Cards lead. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Ripped on a line to center. Scott takes it in for the out. And there's one down. 1-1 now. This one in the air right field. Walker takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. At the plate, Kyle Mansarda. 2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. On to second, and he throws it away. In the air, left side. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shawn Armstrong. This is his 3rd time out this year. The 1-1. That one ripped right center field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the...
Ow! Ow!
Thomas Saccese will hit next. Man at second. On the ground to the left. Ramirez sends it to first. Inning over on the ground out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Not close with that one. 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, the center fielder.
Now here's Nolan Jones.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
Here comes a skipper. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Matt Swanson.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Swanson, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a hit.
And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw, and he's into second with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And up next for Cleveland, C.J. Pappas. Now he's challenging to call strike. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Next pitch is outside.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, pretty much forget about it.
Base hit into the outfield. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. As a hitter, there's the swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Tosses to first. Great pick. They get out number 2 in a tough play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
The Guardians with the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Inside, almost got him. Swanson is just 1 strike away. Ground ball to short, miss ought to do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cardinals add another to their winning streak.
Another strong showing from them tonight, Boog. They're doing the little things well over this long winning streak. And you can bet that has the manager smiling. When a team executes this well so consistently, it makes you think they're destined for big things.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Ah, qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta.
Oye, Linda,
donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera.
esperando la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa florezca.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con la sola. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera.
esperando la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa florezca.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo no he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera.
Esperando la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa florezca.
Un guineo maduro sobre la mesa.
Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser. Y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora.
welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the St. Louis. And on the mound now, Dustin May. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up the
field. Gorman under this one. And there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Stephen Kwan. Up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Kwan headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. One out man at first. Now here is Bo Naylor. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Swings and misses, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Back here at Busch Stadium. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Joey Cantillo. How about a report on him, Chris? Nathan Church now at the plate.
Nathan Church.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. The tag out.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
So 2 down. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. New inning getting started. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Take it base.
Singy, we're celebrating Jackie Robinson today, and what an honor it is for these players to have the chance to wear his number 42.
Nope, that's foul.
Yeah, just an iconic number, and to put that jersey on with 4 and 2 on the backside, it's got to be inspiring. These guys are honored and privileged to be able to go out there and play on a day like today.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. So in now for Cleveland, C.J. Pappas. There's a strike. This to center field. Scott on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
The 1-2. That's down and in. Missed with a changeup. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gorman. Over to first. That is the inning. One left. Bottom of the inning. Nolan Gorman. Up now.
First base. 3. Out. You're out.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
That's the ball.
Almost got him. That one in for a strike. 2-2. Fair ball. That gets by him. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Not nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
He's safe.
See. And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! He sends it out of here. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 3-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Brian Rocchio. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. The 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. Man at second. Got him. And there's one away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's trying for third. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. When you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, that one almost gets him again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter, Alex Burleson.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Foul ball there. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Now a pop-up on the infield. Ramirez gets under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. There's the strike of the knees. Jones wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Up the middle. Throws to first.
Yep, got him.
Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Gabriel Arias, the next to hit, and he grounds one to the right side. To first, 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 down, nobody on. And it is 2-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. There goes the runner. Swing and a ground ball. And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Catcher challenges, and this could be a big momentum swing. Wow, that one just clipped the zone. The call is overturned. Huge call there. So they still have both challenges. On the ground, right side. On to first. That ends the frame. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Eric Sabrowski.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important out.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Out of here. So he blasts one out the other way, and they cut into the deficit. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. In the air out to center. Jones coming on. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down. 3.
Now pitching for Cleveland, number 42, Hunter Gaddis.
Back here in St. Louis, stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And that one almost hit him. Now there's a bullet down the line. So a man on base to start the inning. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me,
base hit. They're waving Ramirez home. Now a relay to the plate.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Walker has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Tag, but he's in there. He made it safe. Now here's Nolan Jones. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make new pitcher on here, number 42. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Out number 2. The Guardians trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Good job at damage control. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Way out front for strike 2. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Out towards right center field. Jones on his way over. Hauls it in. 1 away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw sails over his head at first. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Gaddis checks the runner, and he dives back in safely.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run.
He's trying for third. Ramirez. Now the tag at third, and they got him. Slings it across. An acrobatic. Great to have you with us here on Jackie Robinson Day. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. C.J. Kifis will hit next. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
To the right side, and that chance handled. Sajazi takes it himself. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark.
And that is that. Back down for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herrin.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs. Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
On a line. 1 up, 1 down. Top of inning number 7. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Swings through that one. Right side, hard hit. Sajazi takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Mansardo. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
That's off the mark. Ball 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Riley O'Brien.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
2-2 now. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Naylor around third, and that'll kick off the base of the wall. He'll score.
To 3. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Swings, and this one's flared. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 runs, 3 hits. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Vesta. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. We'll see. That's a stolen base. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Jones settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
That misses. Ball 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee, the throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, C.J. Pappas.
This guy's sink has so much drop angle. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Just missed. Next offering is foul back. And that skips into dirt. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 goal. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Gordon Graceffo.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 on, 1 out. A little bit low, and the count is 3-1. Swings through that. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it stays fair. Coming home. 1 run across. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Picks himself up at RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
He's got it. Runner tags for home. Here's the throw. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Bo Naylor at the plate now. In the air, left field. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Line drive. And that's down. A base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close. On the ground. Tosses to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next.
1 away with a runner at third. Here. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Fastball is outside. Check swing, no appeal. They're now 3-1. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Runner from third comes across. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. And
oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they're chipping away. It's 8-6. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Here comes the skipper.
Cleveland.
One down. Now it's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. Ball to strike.
Ball.
Just missed. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Cade Smith, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Masyn Winn. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Through 8 full. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now it's the Guardians DH, Brayan Rocchio. Swings through that one out in front that time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground to short, Winn. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
For Cleveland, center fielder.
2-2 now. To the right side. Throws to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Now one missed. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Right through there. Got it. That's out number 3. Guardians. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Cade Smith.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down a win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Trying to bunt his way on. And that's a foul ball. Two down. And a swing and a miss. 1 away. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Cleveland trying to close it out. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Kafis under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Nathan Church.
2 down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Jones coming on. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher Ivan.
So digging in, Ivan Herrera. The 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, Boot, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long